Call this meeting to order. If you are able, please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Not able. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Dokey. Roll call, please, Sandy.
Here's here.
Councilmember Ellenboss.
Here.
Hopkins.
Here.
Ingalls.
Here.
French.
Here.
Mayor Shippers.
Yeah, here, thank you. Okay, need someone to move to approve the agenda?
I'll make a motion to approve the agenda as presented. Second.
Councilmember Hopkins.
Yes.
Ingalls.
Yes.
French.
Yes.
Ellenboss.
Yes.
Mayor Shippers.
Yes. Motion carries. And now to public comments. Once again, I don't see anyone who's going to be cheering or jeering today, so I probably don't have to bring that up, but let's treat each other as neighbors. Remember that this is time for folks in the community to have their say. We won't comment. We can't answer questions at this time. We can address things later at good of the order or personally. You can reach us all. You can find our contact information on the website. You have 3 minutes. Oh, and also please state if you're making a comment whether you are a resident of the city or if not, where you are a resident of. Okay, 3 minutes. Maybe I don't have to get my clock up. Walk into the crowd. Seeing no one, I close public comments. And PFAS update. Jeff, you got stuff for us?
Sure. I got a couple things. One is that the water delivery program that we were running for the PFAS for the people that were on wells, we have exhausted our water supply. We did send them letters last week telling them it was the last week on that. And again, we gave them the contact information of where they could go if they needed a filter. We also did start a new program that we do have those 5-gallon containers. If a person wants water, they can come out. In the letters, it stated, call the water plant. People could come up, pick up a jug, have it filled with water, take it home. And we will not be delivering that. We want to make sure that the people are receiving the same jug that they bring in, that it is just so there's no confusion. So that program, if you want to be on that one, you'll just have to come to the water plant and we'll fill up your water containers with good PFAS-free water. The other thing we did was Herring had reached out to us to see if they could get a contact number of the people that supplied water to us, the bottle supply. And we had, when we had the full supply, we had given them several pallets of water, but they knew our program was ending. So we gave them that contact information. I don't know if they've contacted them. I emailed my contact there and told them that Herring may be calling them, and they're our neighbors to the north, so be nice, So, and that's about it on the PFAS update.
Okay, thank you.
So.
Anybody have questions or anything?
No movement on grants? Are we still looking?
Oh, we're always looking, but we're still waiting to see if the appropriations come through.
Okay.
The $8 million appropriation that we can do everything.
Yep.
And we'll see. Hopefully that will come through sooner or later
And
than
there is,
later.
of course, no set date.
No set date yet.
We're talking legislature.
Yes, I know. Waiting patiently on this end. All right.
Right.
Thanks, Jeff.
Yep. Thank you,
But,
guys.
People can contact their legislators and
Yes, indeed.
advocate for us, correct?
They can. And I guess one other thing, I don't know if you saw, we did come out with a video on the utilities department on how we make the water, a little bit how we make it and how we treat it and how it's PFAS free. So if you want to, making it is, if you want to go on the website, we have a link to the City of Cadillac website and it's on YouTube and everything else. So
Great, good job. I saw it was well done.
thank you.
Thank you. Okay,
Mother's gonna-
next we have the consent agenda, which includes minutes from the regular meeting from August 18th and minutes from the closed session, also on August 18th.
Motion to approve the consent agenda as presented?
Second.
Councilmember Ingalls,
Yes.
French,
Yes.
Ellenboss?
Yes.
Hopkins?
Yes.
Mayor Shippers?
Yes, motion carries. Okay, on to communications. The Safety Expo.
Being recommended to approve the closure of Lake Street from Pine to Harris and the closure of the south and east parking lots of the municipal building from 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. on September 11th, 2025 for the Cadillac Fire Department Safety Expo.
Well, I'd make a motion to approve the closure of Lake Street from Pine Street to Harris Street and the closure of south and east parking lots of the municipal building from 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. on September 11th, 2025 for the Cadillac Fire Department Safety Expo.
Support.
Councilmember French,
Yes.
Ellenboss?
Yes.
Hopkins?
Yes.
Ingalls?
Yes.
Mayor Shippers?
Yes, motion carries. Okay, then we have some appointments.
Yes, it's being recommended to reappoint Mickey Putman to the Elected Officials Compensation Commission for a 5-year term to expire on October 19th, 2030.
I'll make a motion to reappoint Mickey Putman to the Elected Officials Compensation Commission for a 5-year term to expire on October 19th, 2030.
Second.
Councilmember Ellenboss?
Yes.
Hopkins?
Yes.
Ingalls?
Yes.
French?
Yes.
Mayor Shippers?
Yes, motion carries.
It's being recommended to appoint Robert Durant to the Elected Officials Compensation Commission for a 5-year term to expire on September 2nd, 2030.
I'd make a motion to appoint Robert Durant to the Elected Officials Compensation Commission for a 5-year term to expire on September 2nd, 2030.
Support?
Councilmember Hopkins?
Yes.
Ingalls?
Yes.
French?
Yes.
Ellenboss?
Yes.
Mayor Shippers?
Yes, motion carries.
Being recommended to reappoint Jerry Adams to the City of Cadillac Clam Lake Joint Planning Commission for a 3-year term to expire on October 7th, 2028.
I'll make a motion to reappoint Jerry Adams to the City of Cadillac Clam Lake Joint Planning Commission for a 3-year term to expire on October 7th, 2028.
Support?
Jerry just will never retire, will he?
Yeah.
Thank goodness.
Councilmember Ingalls?
Yes.
French?
Yes.
Ellenboss?
Yes.
Hopkins?
Yes.
Mayor Shippers?
Yes, motion carries. Whoops.
Being recommended to reappoint Joseph Bauman to the City of Cadillac Clam Lake Joint Planning Commission for a 3-year term to expire on October 7th, 2028.
I'll make the motion to reappoint Joseph Bauman to the City of Cadillac Clam Lake Joint Planning Commission for a 3-year term to expire on October 7th, 2028.
Support?
Councilmember French?
Yes.
Ellenboss?
Yes.
Hopkins?
Yes.
Ingalls?
Yes.
Mayor Shippers?
Yes, motion carries. Okay. City managers report, and we have Owen this evening.
Yeah, filling in. So glad to be here. Thank you. So the first item is an out-of-state travel request. So according to the city policy, any out-of-state travel has to be approved by the city manager with the consent of city council. So kind of a unique situation here. Collier County, Florida recently served 3 members of our police department with a subpoena to appear in person on September 11, 2025 at 9 a.m. for a parole violation hearing related to a violation locally. So at this time, appearing in person in Florida is the only option. We are working still to try and get a remote appearance approved. We'll continue to work right up until the time that they have to fly out. So if that ends up being approved, there will be no need to travel. Also, there's a federal program that we are a member of through a small annual contribution that will most likely provide funding if we do need to incur costs of travel. And also we do have a budget in the general fund.
Is this, I don't recall ever dealing with this before. Has this ever happened since you've been here with, as it relates to the police department?
Not an out-of-state subpoena that I can recall where we had to approve a travel request.
But if they want them down there, shouldn't they pay?
You would think so, but
No, that's not how it works.
that's, yeah. So
Unfortunately,
subpoena, you
common-
say
common
yes.
sense
You just
doesn't
say, I'll be
prevail.
there. Yep. It is a subpoena, official
I'm
subpoena.
hoping that some type of Zoom might,
So are we. So
Yeah.
we continue to work
Right.
on that. Yep.
I mean, and the consequences of not doing this are somebody,
I mean, you
Contempt
violated
of
the
court.
subpoena, so you're probably in
You're in
contempt.
contempt.
oh, you,
Yeah.
okay.
And it's
We don't
9
want
a.m.
our
of
people
course,
to
so
be
we
in
got to
contempt.
get them there the day after, and you don't know how long you're going to be there, so you really can't plan to fly back that same day. So it's 3 days. So
Yes.
Wow.
Hmm.
3 officers for 3 days.
yep, 3 officers, 3 days. So
that's a tough one.
yep,
Yeah, it is.
So, if you can hear us in
Nonetheless-
Florida, let's do it
yes,
virtually.
from
eh?
Zoom. That's
Right.
right.
Nonetheless, I'd make a motion to approve the out-of-state travel request as recommended by the city manager per policy and is ordered by the Collier County, Florida Court.
Support.
Councilmember Allenboss?
Yes.
Hopkins?
Yes.
Ingalls?
Yes.
French?
Yes.
Mayor Shippers?
Yes, motion carries. Okay, Cooley School.
So the next item is related to the Cooley School project. So I know that there was some lengthy documentation that was a part of this. So I'm going to try and make this very simple to understand, and knowing that there's a lot more details behind it. We do have Mac McClellan, as you can see on the screen, our brownfield consultant, who has been intimately involved in this as well. So at this point, there's a company called Garrett Family Community Partners. They have the assigned purchase agreement to acquire the property. As part of Mac's work to help facilitate the development, we applied for and received a grant from the State Land Bank Authority in the amount of $676,127 as part of their blight elimination program. So that grant would cover 3 phases of what needs to be done at the site. So masonry repairs, window removal, repair and replacement, and roof removal and replacement. So the granting authority requires pretty intimate involvement from the city in the construction project. Pinnacle Construction is going to be the general contractor for the overall project beyond just these 3 phases. And so as part of the project team in discussions, it made sense then for Pinnacle then to be appointed by us to facilitate the grant portions of the project. So again, those 3 are masonry, windows, roof. And so the reason why it's in front of you for a competitive bid waiver is because we will be writing checks to Pinnacle Construction. However, it will only be for the amount of the grant. There will be no general city dollars expended towards the project in these phases. And as part of the third action with the implementation agreement, the Garrett Family Community Partners will provide the cash once we submit the invoices, or Pinnacle does, and then we will pay it to Pinnacle. So we don't have to float any cash. It's just really is a simple pass-through. We'll get the money up front, we'll pay it to Pinnacle, then we'll get the grant funds, pay it back to Garrett. So technically, we are paying Pinnacle Construction for some project costs, but that is all money that we'll receive in advance, pay to them, reimbursed by the grant, and flow it back. So that's why the competitive bidding waiver is there. We would have to administer these 3 phases of the project ourselves because of the grant if we did not do this. So we're not really interested in taking that work on. And Pinnacle has even indicated that there's not going to be like a CM markup fee for those things. And it kind of behooves that whole project to just expend all $676,000 of these in hard project costs. So that really is the basic fundamentals. So we want to get the construction management contract approved first. We did ask for in the motion or in the recommendation for the council to authorize the city manager to make some amendments to the agreement. And we did that because the state granting authority hasn't yet approved it in its current form. So if there are some modifications that need to be made that don't change the scope of the work or the contract, that he would be allowed to make those. If there are major modifications that kind of change the scope, then it would have to come back in front of you. But we want to get the authority to enter into a contract approved. And then, again, that third step is so that the actual eventual owner of the property, Garrett Family Community Partners, agrees to pay us first, then we pay Pinnacle. So I will just give you a little note on the timing. It's still, this is a huge and critical step in the process. The Garrett family has not officially acquired the property yet. It's just in the purchase agreement phase. They hope to do that in about January of '26, and then some of these dominoes can start to fall. So it's a really important step in the process. Through Mac's work and partnership with what Marcus has done in the city, they identified the grant. It's a significant part of the project, and I will allow you to ask any questions at this time. May have to refer some of those to Mac. So
Well, it seems a little more complex than usual. Have we ever jumped over these before? Hoops?
Some of the brownfield ones that Mac has been
Yeah.
involved in, any tax credit
Okay.
developments are very
But
difficult.
This is what we had to do to make this happen.
Yeah, it really is to facilitate, this many units of housing. We stepped in and received this grant. And that,
like you said, as long as the taxpayers are not.
yep, no local dollars. Once we hit $676,127, our obligation will end.
Thanks,
Yep.
Owen.
Yep.
Well, it's a great opportunity to have this grant that the city was able to, well, I don't know who's getting the grant money, if it's.
We're the
if-
grantee,
Yeah.
but we're not keeping any of the money.
Well,
Yep.
but
Yep.
that it was sought and found to be able to do the reconstruction of this
Mhm.
building and to keep it in its historic state and all of that. I happen to live in that neighborhood, so I've had neighbors wondering, when is this gonna start? And it's looking like that probably next spring.
In the
before-
spring, yeah.
in the s-
Yep,
yeah.
still some time, yep.
Before the
Yep.
actual construction, and they're gonna do all the exterior stuff first, right, correct?
Well, I think this grant phase is kind of the first thing. They
Yeah.
may start once they own it,
Yeah.
if they do some asbestos remediation on the
Right.
inside.
Yeah.
But the major part of it is this work that kind of needs to be, done. And I don't know if they'll start some of the other work in conjunction with this. That timing will have to be worked out, but again, once they own it and the contracts are all in place, then they can go out and get their bids. The state has to approve all that. Then they can start.
And do we have plans or access to plans of the interior development of the actual apartments yet?
I haven't seen those. Mac, have you seen some of those that we could perhaps
Yeah,
share?
there's some interior floor plans that we can certainly share. Yep.
Yeah, we can get those out.
Yeah, I'm curious
Yeah.
about those as well. Okay, thank you.
Sure.
Would anyone like to make a motion?
I'd make a motion to waive competitive bidding for construction management services related to the Cooley School redevelopment project for the blight elimination program scopes of work.
Support.
Councilmember Hopkins,
Yes.
Ingalls,
Yes.
French,
Yes,
Ellenboss.
Yes.
Mayor Shippers.
Yes, motion carries. Next.
And I'd make a motion to approve a contract between the City of Cadillac and Pinnacle Construction Group, Inc. to serve as the construction manager for the project and authorize the city manager to approve the amendments to the agreement that do not materially alter the scope or intent of the agreement.
Support.
Councilmember Ingalls,
Yes.
French,
yes,
Ellenboss.
Yes.
Hopkins,
Yes.
Mayor Shippers.
Yes, motion carries.
And I'll make one more motion to approve the Blight Elimination Program Grant Implementation Agreement between the City of Cadillac and Garrett Family Community Partners for the Blight Elimination Program Grant Scopes of Work for the former Cooley School redevelopment.
support,
Councilmember French,
yes,
Ellenboss,
Yes.
Hopkins,
Yes.
Ingalls,
Yes.
Mayor Shippers.
Yes, motion carries. You explained that very well, Owen. That was a very complicated thing, and it was just
It
very
was.
concise.
Thank you,
Was,
thank you.
yeah.
Thanks
Yeah.
for,
Appreciate
thanks for
that.
joining me, Mac, to have my back there.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right, let's see, we have introduction of an ordinance next.
Yep, I can take this one as well. So the Cadillac Planning Commission unanimously approved on August 28th to recommend to City Council to approve the adoption of the amendment to Section 46-427 of the City of Cadillac zoning ordinance. This amendment would allow for short-term rentals subject to special land use in the B3 General Business District. And you do have the zoning map in front of you, so you can kind of see some of the darkest blue section would be what is B3, and some of those blues are very close, but you can partially see some of the B3 there on those. We will provide a comprehensive presentation about the amendments and changes and the Planning Commission's recommendation, as long as, I mean, as City Council would set the public hearing for September 15th. That's what's in front of you tonight, to introduce it and set the public hearing for September 15th. At that meeting, our Community Development Director, Teresa Waldo, will be ready to make a comprehensive presentation about the changes and the discussion at the Planning Commission. So before you tonight is to introduce and set the public hearing for the meeting on the 15th.
For the people that can't see this map, it's both sides of Main Street, pretty much.
Pretty much.
Yep, pretty much that whole Main Street corridor, yep.
There are areas where it's close to residents, and that's why the planning commission, I was at the meeting, of course, and that's why they want it to be contingent on special use permit.
Special land use permit.
So
yep.
that it's not just everybody there can do it, it has to be approved. There are some places that it would not be good.
Case by case basis.
Yeah, there are most places in B3, that's where all the hotels and everything are and stuff.
Yeah.
So, but there are places where it wouldn't be appropriate, so thus, special use. Anybody want to make a motion?
I'll make a motion to adopt the resolution to introduce ordinance to amend section 46-427 of the Code of Ordinances, City of Cadillac, Michigan, and set a public hearing for September 15th, 2025.
Support.
Councilmember Ellenboss,
Yes.
Hopkins,
Yes.
Ingalls,
Yes.
French,
Yes.
Mayor Shippers.
Yes, motion carries. Okay, I see we have minutes of the Cadillac Planning Commission in the packet. And now it's time for public comment. Same rules as before. If anyone would like to offer their. Seeing no one, I close public comments and move to good of the order. Does anyone have anything for good of the order?
Well, a couple things. My old friend Richard Schultz is giving cemetery tours next month,
Oh,
and they're already mostly sold out. So if you're interested, Wexford County Historical Society, or get a hold of Richard. And let's not forget, we've also got coming up the KISS 50th, which is kind of a big deal in Cadillac. I wish I would have went, but I didn't.
you didn't go to
No,
homecoming?
I didn't like them. Another mistake.
Yeah.
But
Regret.
Yeah, I know.
Regret.
that's it.
Does anybody else have anything?
I did not get to the opening at the park or the new
Good.
playground, but God, there's been busy. I mean, well, we
Oh, they're
live
getting-
by
I
it, so,
know.
but there's somebody there all the time.
All
good.
the
That
time.
has
Good.
been amazing how busy that's been, so,
Yeah, while the kids are in school, it's full of parents and little ones.
yeah.
And then after school, it fills up with after-school kids. So I want to thank the Rotary for this project. The Rotary has done so many wonderful things for the community and the donors that provided that, including the excavators that donated part of their what it would cost for that. So they did an in-kind donation by helping do that, and Owen helped save the backs of people spreading the
Good
wood
use of the
chips.
tractor, yep.
Use the tractor to get the wood
Yeah.
chips out.
Yeah.
It was
I saw that
great.
pile on Saturday
Yeah.
morning. I was wondering about that.
Yeah, and they're down there with the shovels. I still can't do a shovel, but looking at that and thinking, what time is that groundbreaking
Yeah,
or ribbon cutting? But it's been great. And when you see improvements like that a local organization like Rotary committed to making the city a better place, and then you see it come to fruition, and You know, there are kids, I live right on Crippen Street, right at the end there, and all weekend, kids just walking down the street from down the block, going to the park, going to the playground. It's so great. And the grass is set up, so it's gonna be nice. There's gonna be benches there, right? My
Yes.
neighbors have asked about
Mhm.
benches. People are bringing their bag chairs though,
Yeah.
so the parents are walking down the street with a bag chair.
Don't they still have disc golf up there?
Mhm.
There is still disc golf there, and one of the disc golf baskets is right there by the park.
very
So
good.
it's gonna be like part of the whole thing. And hopefully we can get goats next year before the, before the
Yeah,
poison
for
ivy
spring,
comes in
yep.
next spring. So just thank everybody for that. Anything else? Thanks Owen, thanks Sandy, Teresa, Jeff, everybody, appreciate it. And here's to the police officers being able to do a Zoom call, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
really.
Okay, that's it, everybody.
Thank you.
Have a lovely week.
Thank you.